everyone. This is Dr. J with the Human Movement Institute, where we have improvement through movement. Today we will be discussing long-term treatment for sternoclavicular joint pain and dysfunction. The SC joint is affected by any restriction in the upper extremities and/or chest wall or thoracic spine. Thus, a quick and easy test is Apley's scratch or upper extremity functional rotation test. Let's assume that your injury is on the right. You want to compare right to left. If right is more limited behind your back, you would want to mobilize the chest wall as you restore that range of motion. This can be done with your hand, or it can be done with a mobility ball. By using the mobility ball, I can mobilize clavicular fibers of the pectoralis major. We can roll, we can tack, twist, and shear. Our goal is to get the right arm equal to the left arm. This would also be true of overhead function. Here, if you're restricted or limited, which may not be the painful side, it might be the opposite side of dysfunction or pain in the SC joint, we would mobilize triceps, latissimus dorsi, and the posterior shoulder structures. As soon as you're done spending a couple of minutes on each, recheck your range of motion. Once you know that your range of motion is symmetrical, you will now be ready for pec or chest strengthening and scapular strengthening. Good warm-ups prior to bench press and or shoulder flies or pec press or cat-cow with an emphasis on the serratus punch element. We want to make sure that we're using the pecs along with the serratus. This will prepare us to progress to a modified push-up plus to add more strength. Also, to fix chronic problems, we need multi-angle push-up pluses to mimic more daily life and daily function. I would recommend 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps, at least 1 set in each direction. Closed chain is critical, but we can also use open chain strengthening as well. Next is periscapular strengthening. The banded W's are great to maintain normal pec length as we start to strengthen the rotator cuff as well as periscapular muscles. You could use this as part of the treatment and or as a warm-up for more advanced exercise. Initial starting dose would be 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Next are called halos, and halos with the loop are a wonderful way for multi-angle functional strengthening for SC joint problems. Here we're doing a lift and a chop and halo from left to right. When I started these about 6 or 8 weeks after my injury, I would sometimes get pain. I would have to hold the joint in place, relocate or align it, and then I would continue on. 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Last is to ensure that the middle trapezius and lower trapezius are counterbalancing your chest work. So if you've had an anterior chest wall injury or problem, like an SC joint sprain, we have to make sure that we have good back body, front body, and balance. And indeed, if we only strengthen the pecs, we will continue to pull the SC joint forward. This is not what we want. We want symmetry, normal flexibility, mobility, and balance of front shoulder musculature and back shoulder and scapular musculature. This can be done with exercises like the high row with external rotation. A good starting dose is 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Can even work up to 20. And then with progressive resistive exercise, you can either make it a harder exercise or add more resistance. To progress the high row to a more functional movement, we can lower the band. Thumbs are up, and now we're doing high row external rotation. I'm keeping blades down and back and feeling my scapular muscles and rotator cuff muscles, not my upper trap muscles, dominate this movement. It would also be good to do things like the banded T from internal to external. This exercise is not how far can I horizontally abduct the shoulder, but instead using the rotator cuff with periscap musculature for rhomboid, mid-trap, and rotator cuff. Last could be what's called PNF D2 flexion. We do not always strengthen the involved side. I'm right hand dominant. I can do the right hand much easier despite having the SC joint injury. So I might do 2 or 3 sets on my right, but I'm going to do 3 or 4 sets, more dose, on my weaker side. Learn which side is weaker and bring symmetry into the body, particularly the upper body, because any bilateral movement like push-up, flies, bench press, we want equal force through the chest wall, not unequal asymmetrical force. This would be a long-term program that can be done for 6 or 8 weeks to help resolve SC joint pain. If you've liked this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and please share it with everybody you know with SC joint pain, dysfunction, or injury. Take care and see you all again soon.